Welcome to Bigger & Scott's end of financial year 2015 wrap up for the rental market. I'm here with Martin Jochen from our rental department. It's been a fantastic year for us in rentals. Martin, just give us a bit of a background on the year so far, or how it finished.
It's been unbelievably busy. We've leased over 500 properties, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, wow.
And it always comes down to quality real estate, which we have been having. So it's been really, really great, which has been good.
Yeah. This time of year, dead hard of winter, Martin, some of our landlords' properties are becoming vacant. What advice do you have for people who are looking to release their properties in a marketplace where the weather's cold, not as desirable as obviously January? What advice do you have for our landlords?
It's absolutely critical to ensure your property is presented in the best way possible, and it's also priced competitively to the current market price. By ensuring those two things are taken care of, you're more inclined to reduce your vacancy time and get a great tenancy in place. One other thing that's really, really useful we're putting to our clients currently is putting tenants onto an 18-month lease, just because it then brings you back to that really, really busy summer market, which is what you'd like to be involved with.
Yeah, so we're now into July, so that rotates us back around into that summer market of January, 18 months away. So that's a really important point. Also, I think we've been advising some of our landlords, there's been a lot of property that have come on the market via off-the-plan sales that have been built and now being leased. Has affected a little bit the values of property, so don't be too concerned about maximising that rent at the minute. Make sure that you get that vacancy minimised, and so that might mean a little bit of compromise on the rent, but we can always get that back in later on in the term of the lease.
For sure, and I mean, as a prime example, we've just leased an apartment which was in an older building. It's not one of the brand new developments. 205 at 11 Hillingdon Place, the old Red Tulip chocolate factory. We put that to market. We had great photography taken. It was advertised up on the internet with the best listings that we offer, and that property was marketed at $500 a week. It was presented beautifully throughout. We had over 25 groups through the first open for inspection, which was during the week. We then were asking $500 a week. We had multiple offers, and the property ended up leasing at $550 to a nice long-term tenant. Great rental history. Owner is thrilled.
Great. Martin, this time of year often is the case, we open properties for inspection, it's cold, no one turns up. Explain to our viewers how we combat that now.
We have an application where possible tenants now register for their interest in the property, and then they get to have the ability to pick and choose a time and a day that suits them to come through the homes. It's fantastic, because rather than the old-fashioned way of the agent saying when they're going to be there, it's all in the tenant's hands. And then we know that there's going to be people there when we open up the home, and also we're there on a more often basis. So rather than being there once during the week, we can be there up to 5 times during the week. Well,
it's interesting that in our area we have such a diverse group of people, and it's great to be available to the tenant rather than having these sort of set times. So it offers a great flexibility for our landlords.
For sure.
Martin, tell us about some of the standout results we've had in recent times.
We've been having some fantastic results with what people would call the executive style rentals currently. 502 at 128 Greville Street, penthouse style apartment with fantastic city views, leased out at $850 a week in 4 days. The other standout result was a sub-penthouse apartment at 1 East Melbourne, leased out at $1,200 a week, again with picturesque city views. Still the market is screaming for quality, large residences. So it's always a prime time to be going to market for those. We currently have one that's currently at market, 3-bed, 2-bath house on Highbury Grove. Fantastic home, $1,000 a week. Getting some great interest from some families in the area.
What is it about Bigger & Scott that we continually get high-end properties and continually get them leased quickly? What do you think we do that enables us to do that?
Two main differences with us is The advertising that we use in terms of your positioning online
Yeah.
is just, it's different to any other agency
How
in the
so?
area. We utilise highlight listings with realestate.com and domain, so your positioning is at the top of the search range.
Yeah,
So you're
big difference.
going to be in front of people's eyes straight away. That matched with offering the ability for people to come and inspect our homes whenever it suits them. You could imagine with executive clients, they're operating on a very, very tight time schedule. So we tell them, whenever you would like us to come and see you there, we take them through. And because of that, reduced days on market, and when you're talking $1,000 a week, it's $100, over $100 a day that's just disappearing.
Yeah.
So that
And if you're
magic.
waiting for an open for inspection 3 or 4 days in the track, that's $400 till the open turns
And
up.
it's just disappearing
Yeah,
out
perfect.
the window.
Yeah. Well, Martin, that's just typical of Prahran at the moment. It seems to be the standout suburb, I reckon, in Melbourne. Prahran, Windsor, that is. Whether it's sales or rentals, it's gangbusters. I think, in my view, it's one of the reasons is because of it's like an island suburb surrounded by the richest suburbs in Melbourne.
Completely.
And the pressure on sales and rental properties just continues unabated, really. I'd like to welcome Wilson Quinn who started with us just recently. He's a terrific addition to the team, came from Adelaide to be with us, so we're really pleased that he's on board, and he will add just an extra string to our bow here in the Prahran office. Well, that's it from us. We'll see you at our next quarterly wrap. In the meantime, keep buying, keep leasing.
Exactly.
Okay.